It's that time, Monday morning. Welcome to the CBSN Minnesota Morning Update. I'm Jason DeRusha. Glad to have you with us. I hope you had a nice weekend. We had my wife's birthday celebration this weekend, which got us thinking a little bit about age. My wife, very young, but we're going to talk about age in our morning discussion topic and achieving new heights and new goals at an age that some consider old. Again, to be clear, not talking about my wife. Not old, achieving new heights always. I better watch what I say here. Maybe we should just show you the weather. Get me out of this difficulty. My wife, I mean, you can't say like she looks good for her age. That's not right. No, she just looks good. She feels good, smart. Brilliant. Okay, today it might rain. There might be a storm coming. More severe than the storm that I'm about to cause right here on the morning update. But again, it might be nothing, right? It's that time of year where you have that soupy condition out there. It's very moist in the air, very humid, high of around 80, but just be alert starting later this afternoon and into the evening. Could be a chance for storms. Hot again tomorrow, and then Wednesday and Thursday, cold, right? We go from 80s to maybe the 50s for highs. No one's going to have to cover their plants, but still, like kind of a crazy weather week, so buckle up for that. Here is what I was talking about when it came to age this weekend. History made on the PGA Tour. Phil Mickelson, the oldest golfer to win a major tournament, by a couple years at age 50. You see this moment here for the PGA Championship on Twitter. Thank you, Phil Mickelson. It was very exciting this weekend. The sixth major he's won. He's the first PGA Tour player to win tournaments 30 years apart. Mickelson called the victory slightly unnerving, but exceptionally awesome. Nora O'Donnell, the anchor of the CBS Evening News, tweeted out, "The Jim Nantz call, Phil defeats Father Time." It just got us thinking about achievement at age 50. You have to bear in mind that Phil Mickelson doing this at age 50. Now, frankly, it's not like he just won a boxing match. It's golf. Golf is a physical sport for sure, but people play golf well into their later years in life, right? But to compete at this level, Phil Mickelson has been a non-factor, really, for about, 2 years on the tour. Every once in a while he makes sort of a run, but he's not been one of the top players for sure. But what an accomplishment at age 50. It made us think, for you, are there any goals that you'd like to reach by age 50? Maybe what's the proudest thing the thing you're most proud of that you've accomplished at 50 or beyond? Age, they say age is just a number, but age is a factor. It just is. You get more experience as you get older. In many ways, that's good. In other ways, your body just doesn't quite respond the way maybe it did when you were younger. So love to hear kind of your goals and your accomplishments, and we'll read through some of that, maybe get people inspired and motivated on this Monday. This week, the news will be driven by the 1-year mark after the death, after what a jury ruled was a murder of George Floyd. His family calling for the fight for justice to continue. 1 year tomorrow since George Floyd was taken into custody. Police officer at the time, Derek Chauvin, kneeled on his neck and his shoulders and his back during an arrest last month. Chauvin hauled off to prison as he was found guilty. Yesterday, members of Floyd's family joined a rally and a march to highlight other people who have died at the hands of law enforcement. Speakers at the rally called for the passage of the George Floyd Justice and Policing Act, a bipartisan bill that is stalled right now in the U.S. Senate. George Floyd's family will be meeting with President Joe Biden at the White House tomorrow. WCCO will be in D.C. to give you coverage of that. A reward now being offered. Man, it hurts that we need a reward, right? Someone out there knows what happened, who's responsible for the shooting that hit 3 young children in Minneapolis. 3 different shootings, 3 different times, stray bullets, people just unloading indiscriminately and children getting caught in the crossfire. Minneapolis city leaders did announce that $30,000 reward fund up to $10,000 for tips leading to an arrest in each case. These shootings occurring within weeks. 6-year-old Anaya Allen died last week. 2 other children, 10-year-old LaDavion Garrett Jr., 9-year-old Trinity Smith, both in the hospital right now with critical injuries. We're hoping those 2 pull through. Crime Stoppers is a way to anonymously report tips. You might be scared to turn in someone you know. Crime Stoppers will keep you anonymous, even from the police. The police will not know who you are. So you can use this tip line. It's an 800 number, 222-8477, or you can do it online, even more anonymous, WCCO.com/links. The CDC says if you are fully vaccinated and exposed to someone with COVID-19, you don't need to get a test because you're not going to get COVID, most likely. Health officials say if you are fully vaccinated, you have minimal risk of developing any serious illness and minimal risk of passing it along to others. I know we're sort of worried about that. Like, could you pass it along if you are vaccinated? So far, the science says no, you cannot. Coronavirus cases at their lowest in nearly a year. Some of that is because people are going outside with the summer, and outdoor transmission of COVID is almost nil, but a lot of it being credited to these very effective vaccines. Doctors are looking into this, and we tell you this not to alarm you, but to remind you how closely this all is being watched. There have been some cases of heart inflammation among teens and young adults, and some of the cases that have popped up have been with people who are vaccinated. So the CDC is saying they're seeing complications more common in males than females, men than women. It's showing up about 4 days after the second dose of the Moderna and the Pfizer vaccines. CDC says it's very, very rare. It's very treatable. And it may be coincidental, right? Because so many people are getting vaccinated. These may be incidents that would have just popped up anyway, but they're investigating it, and they encourage you to still get the shot. Minnesota Wild on the brink of elimination in the Stanley Cup playoffs tonight. Their backs against the wall. This is do or die. What else? What else do we got? Any other cliches? It's when the rubber meets the road. Vegas is up 3-1 in the best-of-7 series. And so tonight they're in Vegas. Game 5 is set for 9:30 tonight. Let's see if it comes up snake eyes for the Minnesota Wild. Gotta win. Gotta win. Come on, Wild. Like, really, what else do we have? The Twins have been a disappointment. The Lynx are having a terrible start to their season. How about a win? Give us something to cheer for this week. If you are looking for a job, Mall of America needs you. I'll be honest. Everybody needs employees, right? Lots of entry-level jobs available. Mall of America having a big job fair today in the Rotunda, so you can meet with, different shops, restaurants, attractions. Everybody's hiring out there. So, basically pick your employee discount is how I think about this. Where do you want to save money? Mall of America Job Fair goes from 10 until 5 today. A link with more information about Job Fair at moa@wcco.com/links. Big birthday, big celebration for Bob Dylan. Minnesota music icon, of course, Bob Dylan turns 80 today, and he's still making music. Born in Duluth, raised in Hibbing. His hometowns plan to honor him with an entire year's worth of celebration. St. Louis County has declared this a year of Dylan. Events celebrate Bob Dylan, celebrate his music. Man, what a career. Spanning 60 years, he sold more than 125 million records. Just sold off his whole catalog, but he's still making music. You look at age and accomplishment and think of what Bob Dylan has accomplished. 50, forget about it. That was 30 years ago. Dylan's still getting it done at age 80. So let's talk about age. Phil Mickelson winning the PGA Championship at age 50. What would you like to accomplish, Leanne, by the age of 50? I would like to have my second book written. Leanne, the fact that you have your first book written is amazing. That's awesome. Good luck. Deb Hamilton. Wow, Deb graduated from law school at age 50. That's awesome, Deb. I mean, I'm closer to 50 than 40. 4 years away. It's probably time for me to get something together. You know what I mean? Gosh. All right. Kimberly Haynes did the CrossFit Open at age 62. Felt great to be able to do that. I bet. Kim, congratulations. That's amazing. Right? Pam's goal was to stick with her job, which she did for over 43 years. Wow. My dad worked for one company his whole career. He met my mom, he was pumping gas. And my grandpa, my mom's dad, told him if he wanted to marry my mother, he had to get a real job. And he went to work for the same company my grandpa worked at, and he spent 40 plus years working at that company. I always admire that, somebody who can do that, same company that long. Thanks, Pam. Good work. Nikisha, I want to travel more at age 50 and win the lottery. Right, they go together. Don't they, Nikisha? Oh, I love that. Yeah, I think there's something, as you get a little older, you're able, I don't know, I think travel is just so different, right? You think of being young and carefree and backpacking and that sort of thing. But as you're a little older, like maybe you're a little more discriminating, you know what you like. Maybe a little more adventurous, you don't mind if a trip ends up being a bust, you know? When you're younger, every trip is so, there's a lot riding on it, right? Because how much vacation do you have? All of that sort of stuff. Simon, I have my hospitality degree. Hope to be a GM of a luxury hotel. I love that. Simon, you're going to do it. I believe in you. I believe in you. You got to work, right? Currently working on it. I love it. Thanks for joining us, everybody. You can do it, man. Like, I don't know. I think life, if you think about that long curve, hopefully it just, you know, every year's not better, every moment's not better. It's kind of this up and down thing. But you think, like, when you're 50, Phil Mickelson, come on, life's just getting going. A lot of years ahead of you. Thanks for joining us for the morning update on CBSN Minnesota. We will be back here again tomorrow. That's my goal for age 46, to make it to tomorrow. And we'll see you at the same time. Have a great day.